Hello, and welcome to Yoisho. Pronunciation right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, good. This is, of course, a Japanese restaurant. It's on Good Street. If you happen to be in the area, then make sure you pay a visit. My name's Nick Heath. This is Satoshi Takehana. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you, Nick.
Good, good. I should have asked that in Japanese. Give us the proper pronunciation.
お元気ですか?
There we go.
How are you?
There we go.
Yeah.
O denki desu ka?
お元気
O
ですか?
genki desu ka? Okay,
Sorry to be fussy for the pronunciation.
No, that's
Yeah.
good. We'd rather get it right. Cheers. Anyway, the Asahi is flowing. Asahi, in fact, I should be saying. That's more accurate. And we're here. The gentleman who owns this fine establishment set up London Japanese Rugby Club in 1979. There's a slightly separate interview on that. We've got Satoshi chatting to him about the history of that and basically his love of rugby, if you'd like to check in with that. But I wanted to just sit with Satoshi, who is a Japanese rugby journalist. He's got to know Eddie Jones over the last few years as well. But I just wanted to find out, first of all, what the Japanese make of the English and of English rugby.
Well, English rugby, of course, Eddie Jones is known by everyone, right?
Yeah.
English rugby is equal to Eddie Jones for the most of the people. England as a country or UK is very good, like a classic, high level, lots of money.
Well, of course.
Yeah, brand image. You know.
Yeah.
You do it well, very well, don't you?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
But so Eddie Jones was, for a lot of people in Japan, their first access towards rugby then?
Well, he still is the biggest person in Japanese rugby because of the South Africa game.
Yeah.
Everyone knows it, right?
Yeah.
So he is the head coach of that game.
Okay.
Full stop. That's it.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I wanted to find out a bit more about the sort of stereotypes we know about the Japanese. Asking a few people, I was finding out what they thought. The culture and the history is important to the Japanese. They're hard-working, technologically advanced, very polite. Is all of that true?
Yeah, stereotype is often true.
Yeah.
It's always coming from somewhere. But also the other end.
Yeah. What else can you add to that picture?
Okay, polite Japanese, of course, that's true.
Yeah.
90% of the time. But 10% of Japanese are like furiously aggressive. Some people talk out of their bollocks. It's that's what it is. And look at Eddie Jones. Come on, he is very Japanese. It's very ironic way.
Yeah.
And also technologically advanced. It's lots of geeks, right?
Yeah.
We've got so many dirty cultures. I don't go into too much detail about it.
No, I mean we're used to that sort of picture of the high rises in Tokyo, the late nights, people working into the darkness. A bit of that's true.
Well, yes, it is. Yes, it is. 90% of the time, not 100%, but it's 90% of the time. Stereotype is true.
Okay, but we don't want to ask what they do in that 10% time. Okay, good. In terms of the Japanese team that's taking on England this weekend, where's the talent in that team? You've got Michael Leach, who's a big part of things, isn't he still?
Yeah, and Yu Tamura, fly half, and also Timothy Raphael, center. Those are the ones to watch.
Many people remember that poster boy, Ayumu Goromaru. Where's he in this team these days?
He is in Japan, and he had a moment in 2015.
Right.
The best Japanese rugby players. But no one can be on the top forever, so that's, But he's still playing in the top division.
Okay.
He is a very well-known Japanese rugby man.
Yep.
But maybe,
Someone's star has fallen.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Do you believe overall that the Japanese team has improved since 2015?
Of course it is. It gets much better now.
Good.
Even Eddie Jones admit, I talked with him yesterday.
Yeah.
Improved massively. But so as any other countries.
Yeah.
World rugby is always improving.
Yeah. Okay.
Evolving, right? It's all relatives.
Yeah. All right. And moving towards 2019. Sorry to interrupt, but do you think it will continue to improve? Therefore, how competitive do we expect the home nation to be?
Yeah. Of course, I'm a Japanese rugby person. Only thing I can do is fingers crossed.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll leave it there then. Right, fine. What sort of World Cup can we expect? Because we as we start to get to know the Japanese and their knowledge of rugby, plenty of people will be thinking about going over. And what can they expect?
I would call it the most cultural experience of ever the World Cup happened ever.
Good.
How many Western people, right? The rugby nation people, British, Australian, Kiwis, South Africans, any Europeans, how many of them been to Japan?
Yeah. I think seven.
Yes, 7. Yeah. All those rugby people go to Japan because there's the World Cup. There are much more to see. It's a culture. You get everything.
Yeah.
Natures, cities, weird culture, food, drinks, and the sports as well, you get everything you need as a guest.
Yeah, okay. I'm looking forward to being hosted. I do understand that the Japanese tourism industry are basically trying to say you can come for your winter holiday, you can come for a summer holiday, just come for a holiday. It doesn't need to be a once-in-a-lifetime trip, and that seems to be a theme, doesn't it?
Very, very professional summarization.
Thanks very much. Not my first rodeo. In terms of the atmosphere at the Rugby World Cup, we've heard a little bit about the fact that the Japanese might be a bit reverent, might actually watch the athletes playing the game and just be quite quiet, let them get on with it, not going to applaud too much and get in the way, and maybe that might not be in keeping with what rugby fans are used to. How true would that be?
Well, it's actually true, but one factor is that we Japanese are more quiet, but not as loud as English. You know why? Because we drink less than British. That's why we are less quiet. So that so we don't knock down like 4 pints in a game. But
why not?
If you want to, we welcome you. Seriously.
Yeah, there was a friendly this summer, the Irish game. Things went wrong, didn't they?
One thing I'm very furious. Exactly that stadium, right? There was shortage of beer on the test match. Who is responsible for that mess? I was almost like trying to track down. Who was in charge of the supply of beer on that stadium? I managed to do it, but I don't mention the name.
No, but whoever it was has sorted us out today.
Yes, yes. One mistake is enough.
Yeah,
so
thanks for that. I just want to round off then with those people that might be considering going to Japan for Rugby World Cup 2019, which so many of us are so excited about.
Yeah.
What do they need to consider? What can they look forward to? Sell it to us.
Oh, that's interesting. It's experiment culture. If you go to Japan as a guest, you will never regret. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Best time in your life.
Fairly well summarised. You've got a game for London Japanese on Saturday.
Yes.
10 o'clock in the morning. London Japanese are taking on the Commons and Lords team. Now, they've been going since 1979. The gentleman in the background, who you can hear from in our separate piece, started London Japanese in 1979. You're going to be captaining the Vets team.
Yes, I am.
It gives me a great honour to be speaking to you.
Yeah.
How is the Vets team going?
Well, we attracted so many players in this team because we are playing as politicians. And apparently there's a Tory.
Right.
I don't go into too much discussion about this politics.
Yeah.
But some people are not happy with how things are run in Westminster.
So they're choosing the chance to smash someone on the rugby field.
Yeah, Brexit and all that. I'm not going into too much detail, but that's.
How many people have you got playing?
At least 35.
35. Rolling subs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
but it's at least 35, so that it may be growing. So I don't know. You never know.
It's going to have to be. And how are London Japanese doing? Any recent games of note? Anything to tell us?
Yeah. Young squad. Well, I'm a vet, but young squad is doing very well because we've got so many players. Actually, it's interesting. There are so many English players in the team who don't even speak a word of Japanese, but it's a culture. We accept anyone.
Good.
Door is always open.
Excellent. Well, if you want to play a bit of London Japanese, Google them or something.
Yeah, Google it. Google
playing at the Richmond Athletic Ground though,
yeah.
at 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. So if you're going to England, Japan at Twickenham, make sure you check in. Satoshi, thank you very much.
Come and watch us. You will never regret.
We'll hear more from this man in the months to come.